Good morning, everyone. I'm Logan Biedermann. I'm here at Eau Claire Memorial, home of the old Abes. Tonight, I am here with Coach Novak. Now, Coach, please just tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do with the football team?
So I am our JV head coach. I'm also our defensive backs coach for varsity. This will be my second year on staff, and this will be my fifth year total coaching. But yeah, like I said, second year here with Memorial and ready to get going for the second season.
That's good to hear. Obviously with JV coach, you work with the JV kids, but like defensive line coach, what's that like?
Defensive backs, actually.
Oh.
So this is my first year heading the defensive backs room. Last year I assisted with it, but I also worked with our outside linebackers. So defensive backs, that's what I played in high school. But there's a lot of energy in that room. The kids, like to fly around, have, make plays and stuff. But we have a lot of fun. They bring a lot of energy every day. It's a group of kids that really want to run around and play fast. And these guys are extreme athletes, and they make it fun every day. And I'm just trying to make them better people and try to make them better football players too.
I would say trying to make it fun, I would say, is definitely an important part.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah.
And going back to JV, what are those kids like?
Well, being a JV player, there's a lot that goes into it, right? Like there's, sophomores, juniors. A lot of them are sophomores that are, trying to build their way up to playing on Friday nights. And sometimes that can be difficult because sometimes they see their friends that are playing on Friday nights. It's hard, but they just have to understand that, that's what playing on Mondays, working hard all week, playing against varsity in practice, like they're working towards that and they're going to get there at some point. But it's exciting because you see the growth of the kids. They start off at a point where they're working towards playing on Friday nights, but when you see that progress and they get there, it's one of probably the most awesome things to see. Just see their growth over time. So.
Yeah, and I would say that as a coach, trying to teach and help those kids, it's just amazing to see that.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Coaching is my favorite thing I've ever done, and I love it here at Memorial. Just what all the coaches are about and all the energy and stuff, but just with our marks of excellence and our goals and what we're trying to build here, making the kids better men and better people in general. I think that, what we're trying to do it's really going to pay off, and it is starting to pay off right now. So.
And as the JV kids are working, and like you were talking about before, how they see some of their friends on varsity, do you think a lot of them really look up to the varsity kids?
Oh, most definitely. One thing about our leaders and stuff, and even the seniors from last year, they've always shown great leadership and what it's like to be great people. And the JV kids look up to that. The freshmen look up to that. All the younger guys, even the eighth graders. We have a youth program that starts off in third grade, I think, goes all the way up to seniors, and all of those kids are looking up right now. We're gonna have a youth camp here in a couple of weeks for a few days, and they're all just looking up to the seniors and stuff. Because you think about it, the kids that are in third grade, they look up at the seniors. They probably look like monsters to them.
Yeah.
They're great kids. All the seniors, all the juniors, all those guys, they're great leaders and they're great role models too. They're going to be great people in life just in general. So.
Yeah. I think it's awesome that you really give kids as young as third grade, that you said, just the opportunity and the chance to do that.
Oh no, it's great. The biggest thing, and it's not just our youth program. When we're in high school and stuff, obviously it's Eau Claire, Memorial versus North and stuff like that. But the youth program is just Eau Claire in general, right? Because you never know where they're going to go to high school. And just building that up from at an early age, just understanding, the game of football, but understanding what the program's all about, and just understanding that it's more than football. It starts off at an early age, and that's, how they'll know.
It just really baffles me how much programs and chances you guys really give these kids. I mean, even the one you guys just had a bit ago, just yesterday even.
Oh, yeah, the Duluth camp. It's a lot of fun. That's one of the best parts of the summer, in my opinion. We don't really have any practices leading up to it. Last week we had a practice with some college coaches, but there's not a lot that leads up to it. So you really see what kids have been putting the work in and what kids, are dedicated to, what they want to do and, getting on the field and stuff. But they get out in front of college coaches. You kind of see who the leaders are. You kind of see the kids that, want to play, and, you see how excited they are. And it's a fun 3 days. They're long days. It's a lot of football. It's goal after goal. There's not a lot of stopping. There's not a lot of breaks, but it's a good experience for everybody, and it brings everybody really close, which is what I really like.
And that 3-day football camp, what is that like as a coach? I know the players got to go through just so much, but what is it like to see that?
There's a lot of meetings, a lot of planning. The practices are, pretty organized, but they're short, right? So like when we're practicing here, we have 2.5, 3 hours. But when we're there, it's like maximum 45-minute practices. It's a lot of fast-paced stuff, but it's a lot of installing, a lot of basics, right? So like a lot of the sophomores that are coming in, a lot of it's more advanced than what they're used to. And like the juniors and seniors, the guys that have been a part of it, even if we have new guys, like they're getting refreshed in all the stuff that we're trying to do. So there's a lot of install, a lot of new stuff for them.
Yeah, I bet it's really hard for them and just difficult, but I'm willing to bet it definitely shows their determination for football.
Oh, it definitely does. You see the kids like, we have huddle and stuff where they can look at the playbooks and like all that kind of stuff and watch film and everything. Like we have all of our games from the last like however many years that they can go back and watch and stuff. And it shows on the field, like the kids that have been studying their plays and like looking at all that stuff too. So.
As like the JV coach, I know going back to it, we were talking about varsity players and how they're being a lot of big role models. Do you think the JV team is also handling those expectations, is also becoming leaders and are going to eventually be able to be good leaders for the freshmen coming in this year?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. The thing is like leadership, the way that I look at it, is kind of a contagious thing. So like when you see the older guys and the way that they lead, a lot of the sophomores that are going to be on the JV team, they're a part of our leadership council that we had every Wednesday morning throughout the school year. And when it comes to the incoming freshmen, we really try to make a point of getting to know the freshmen and helping the freshmen out, getting to know the school, getting to know the team, getting to know the marks of excellence, right? But we don't exactly, we connect with the freshmen, obviously, but we really try to put that on the players because a player-led program, a player-led team is going to be a winning team. So like we put a lot of control with them, and they have a lot of work with the freshmen, especially early in the summer, late in the summer when the freshmen start to join us, and it's really cool to see. So
not only with varsity, JV, all the youth programs, it's really cool to see that just no matter all of that and all the differences that could potentially have, you all really bond together and really do love each other.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. The LEO thing, some people probably look at that and they can think whatever they want, their opinions, right? But it means something to us. A lot of it goes to, like, if you're going to play your hardest on the field, you're probably playing for the guy next to you. If you're going to put the work in when it comes to coaching, like watching the film on the weekends, putting the work in after school, going through all the practice film, all that kind of stuff, you're doing that for other people, right? So.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's all the questions I have for you today, but thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
I'm Logan Biedermann, and that's it for the preseason preview. Thank you.